today, and we are super fucking happy about it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to like and empty the space. Let's bring some more people in here to enjoy the celebration. Yes, the farewell party to the Savior.
Say goodbye, a farewell for this motherfucker that put the fucking video of the fucking hostage. So this is a fucking farewell for me, okay?
Because he shouldn't exist from the get-go. He should have been executed by the Mossad long time ago, and I've been asking for this for a long time. And I was talking to my commander. I'm telling you, this needs to go.
I think that you need to gather all the Zions, eliminate them.
He deserves to be genocided like all the other Nazis, and he's a convicted fucking criminal. And they pissed the hell out of me. This fucking Hamas and giving them a voice after October 7, and us Jews and Israelis can live peacefully. I hate him.
Great.
I hate him.
Yo, what's going on? Can everyone hear me all okay? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, guys. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We're going to go over the day 9 of the Iran war. It is day 9, isn't it? Just double check that. W, thank you everyone for tuning in. Shout out Abdul, man, thanks for tuning in. Summer Repents, Arsalan Pada, Karma, you're all here, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, nice, you can hear me. Thank you for that, brother. Just checking we are live everywhere. I think we are. Thank you, guys. Oh, we got a follower already. Thank you, Minus, for following us. I'm guessing you followed us on Kick, maybe? If you're on Kick, man, drop a W in the chat. Stop the vaping. I know, man, I shouldn't be vaping. I used to be like a really heavy smoker. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. And I was just trying to cut down on the cigarettes, man. They was proper messing up my lungs and costing a lot of money too. Yes, Minus, thank you for tuning in on Kick, brother. Everyone, make sure you are following us on Kick as well. Glad to see that we are live there. That means, let me just check my Rumble. I think we are live on Rumble as well. Nice, yeah, we're live. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, we are. We're live on Rumble too. That's great. Thank you, Multi. Karma, my name's not James. Everyone keeps calling me James. My name's not James, but I appreciate you anyway. Abbas, shout out to you, brother. We got Garibaldi, Red Army. You love my videos, thank you, man. Did you guys watch the Imral live stream we done yesterday, the street interviews? I don't know if you guys saw that. We were streaming pretty much all day, but for the next stream I'm gonna have to buy a proper battery pack because the phone kept dying every hour, and then we had to spend like an hour charging it, and it was quite annoying, you know. We had to keep stopping and starting the stream, so hopefully next week we can do a better IRL stream. But yeah, no, my name is Josh, man, or Jay, or Saviour. Not James. I don't know where everyone got James from. Thank you, Abbas. Yeah, we got any moderators in here today? I don't think we have. We started the stream a lot earlier than normal. Reason being is Sunday. I'm not working today, so I thought, why not just start the stream up now? Why not start it up now? There's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, yesterday where I was doing the IRL stream, we didn't get to cover the news yesterday as much, so got quite a lot to catch up on. Mossad phone. I don't know what that means, but yeah. We've got 12 people tuned in on that now on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Let me check how much we got on Kick. If we've got anyone on Kick. I know we got one guy on Kick. I've only got 40 followers over there, guys. I need you guys to follow me over there. Kick seems like a good streaming platform, you know. Less chance of getting banned and things like that. You can sort of talk whatever you want over there. It feels like that anyway. Feels like it's a bit less strict than YouTube. Bear with me 2 seconds while I just check Kick. It's taking a while to load for some reason. What's the stream sound, guys? Is the audio all good? The is the what's it called? Is the audio good and is the video quality good? Let me know. Yeah, we've only got 47 followers on Kick, guys. We need to get some more followers over there. How can I pin a message on the YouTube chat, guys? Do you know how to do that? Does someone, any of you technical guys in here know how to do that? Thank you, Garibaldi, man. Have you guys been watching the streams, yeah? For those of you that have been missing them, they're always the clips are posted throughout the day. I know yesterday we didn't get to post as much because we was out, but you know, 6 days out of 7 of the week we will be streaming. I'm hoping anyway, unless anything comes up. But yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan. That is the plan. Watching the streams, yeah. To see how for those of you that have been missing them, just trying to see how I can pin a message on the YouTube chat. Do you guys know how to pin messages? What is this? If I put this kick, there we go, pin. Why is your messages removing? I'm not sure, man. I think there's like an AI. Oh, it's not coming up. No, I can see your message, Maka. I'm not too sure. Yeah, sometimes the YouTube AI deletes messages. Follow me. Kick. Oh, let's pin this one. Yes, there we go, there we go. I need to set up that TTS stuff as well. But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in. There's been a lot going on. I'm going to go over stuff that happened really in the last 36 hours, let's say. The last 36 hours. We covered some news on Friday. So yesterday we didn't get to cover everything, but I did cover it at like 6 o'clock on Friday. So there's about 36 hours worth of news to go over. Shout out to you, Red Brother. Thank you for tuning in, man. But yeah, I suppose let's get into it. Let's get into it. So starting from just over 24 hours ago, maybe. Iran's Ministry of Intelligence said that anyone sharing images of targeted locations from within Iran will be treated as an agent for the United States and Israel. So, I suppose Iran's seeing this as like, you guys are giving information to the enemy, you know? You guys are posting images of like shared location, of targeted locations. That's just giving Israel and America the heads up, really. You're giving them information. So Iran's saying they're not putting up with any traitors inside their country. So W for Iran there. My favourite video of yours was when you called Tommy Tel Aviv a P. Rick. I'm glad you liked the video, man. But yeah. So in Kuwait, we had Kuwait arrested 2 citizens and a Colombian national after Interior Ministry authorities monitoring social media detected a circulating video showing them mocking the current situation in the country. So Kuwait is arresting people for sharing videos of like Iranian strikes and things like that. I mean, don't know. What do you guys think about that one? Yeah, there's a lot to go over. I know it's a bit of a mess. All of this is not in a good order. YouTube needs to fix their bookmarks, man, because they are a headache. They are a headache. So yeah, we're just gonna go over like the general, all the stuff around Iran. Then we're gonna go, like all different countries like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, all these type of countries, and then we'll move on to like straight Israel and Iran and America and Iran. You know, I feel we're down a bit, but this is like this stuff I'm reading out now is like more random sort of things. Leaders in the Iraqi Kurdistan state said that they will stay neutral and avoid fighting Iran, emphasizing that the region's land must not be used for attacks against neighboring states, even with rising tensions. So, basically the Iraqi Kurdistan state are saying that they don't want to get involved in the Iran war. They're going to do anything to avoid getting involved in it, and they don't want people using their land to attack Iran as well, because they are, worried about getting dragged into the conflict too. Which is fair enough, I guess. It's fair enough. And then we had the Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, said a country that always defends human rights and international law, like Spain, earns the respect of the entire world, as happened in recent weeks. So, for those of you guys that missed it, we went over this in a couple of other streams. Basically, the Spanish PM came out and just said, look, we're not using you're not using our land, you're not using our country to attack Iran. We don't want to be involved. Spain have been quite a vocal supporter of the Palestinians as well throughout the genocide. And in response, we had a lot of EU and NATO countries turning against Spain, saying that they are a fake member of the EU and they're traitors, etc. But really and truly, it seems that Spain just don't want to get dragged into this conflict as well. They want to stay out of it. And they clearly don't agree with what's going on. So it's a W for Spain there, man. Like they said, they have earned this respect of the entire world. So yeah, W Spain, as always lately. You was curious of what was going on there. What are you talking about exactly? I can't remember. It's probably something I said. I've forgotten. Sorry, man. Anyway. So the Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammed Baghur Ghalibaf made a tweet on X, I think it was yesterday, and he said the defense policies of the Islamic Republic of Iran are based on the guidelines of our martyred Imam. As long as the American bases exist in the region, countries will not see peace. All officials and people are united on this principle. And that is the thing about America and... yeah, America really. That's the thing about America. They're known to just have military bases in multiple different countries. That's why we're seeing what's going on between Russia and Ukraine. You know, that's what Putin's been saying for years. He's sick of these American military bases surrounding his country. So that any given time they can just bomb Russia if they wanted to. And we've seen them doing it now to Iran, you know. They're using these military bases in all these different countries to bomb Iran. And yeah, that's why Iran have been striking other countries, because, you know, Americans are striking them from there. So this is what the Israelis and the Americans are trying to play it off like, oh, Iran, they're moving crazy, man. They're moving crazy. They're just bombing all these different countries for no reason. But no, it's not for no reason, is it? It's because you guys have got military bases set up that you're using to attack Iran. So basically the Parliament Speaker is saying, as long as the American bases exist in your region, we can't help it. We've got to keep doing it. We've got to defend ourselves, you know. So it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Oh, you was talking about the Iraq militias and Kurds. No, that's fair enough, man. And also, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian made a statement saying the Islamic Republic of Iran has always emphasized the preservation and the continuation of friendly relations with the governments of the region based on good neighborliness and a mutual respect for national sovereignty and territorial integrity. This does not negate Iran's inherent right to defend itself against military aggression by the United States and the Zionist regime. And yeah, pretty much what we just said a minute ago, that Iran do have the right to defend themselves. They're getting bombed from all these different countries. Everyone's like, oh, Iran are going crazy. They're bombing all these countries for no reason. They've bombed like 10 countries or whatever it is. Well, duh, like you guys are fucking bombing them from all these different countries. So what do you expect? And they do have the right to defend themselves. That's actually defending themselves. It's not like how the Israelis say when they say they're defending themselves, because we know that's straight genocide and that is not self-defense. But this is real self-defense. This is what self-defense actually is, what Iran's doing right now. So yeah, not rocket science. Sorry. Anyway, and Israeli media are claiming that they have observed movements of missile launch platforms in Yemen. Another thing we recently spoke about. We spoke about basically the Yemen's leader al-Houthi, Abdul Malik al-Houthi, made a statement the other day saying basically that if Iran gives them the green light, we're ready for war. We're ready for war. And although there hasn't been an official announcement, as far as I know yet, of Yemen saying they're actually going to get involved, Israeli media are claiming that they have seen movements of missile launch platforms in Yemen. So maybe Yemen are preparing for something. It might be true. You know, we don't always believe, well, we never really believe Zionist media, but something like this, maybe it is true. Of course it's probably true. They're getting ready, you know. They've already said that, give us the green light, Iran, and we'll attack. So maybe there's been some talking behind the scenes. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see about that one. Shout out to you, Koisa Room on Kick. Thank you, brother, for being on Kick. We love you people watching us on Kick. They won't continue. Sorry. He also said sorry. They won't continue attacking neighbouring countries. They didn't say sorry, I don't believe, but I think I have got that statement somewhere that we're going to read out. They did say that, look, we're going to stop attacking neighbouring countries as long as you guys stop bombing us. I'm pretty sure that was something along those lines. We're going to look at it properly in a bit anyway. I have got it here on the bookmark, so yeah. Also, because obviously, yeah, like I said, this is like 36 hours worth of news, so we're starting at the, you know, the stuff from basically just over a day ago, and we're working our way down to today's news. But yeah, some photos were released of the Iranian children that were killed in a terrorist attack at Minab Elementary School. Very sad. Look at all of these innocent little girls that were killed by America and the United States. All of these, look, there is, I think it was like 166 or something in total we actually have a statement as well. Basically, America the other day, they pretty much admitted that they done the terrorist attack, and then I think it was CNN News, someone also confirmed that it was true. They've admitted it now. Why would Trump do this now? I'm not sure. And yeah, anyway, so this was last night, a few hours ago. A blaze erupted at the Social Security building in Kuwait City after debris from an Iranian drone struck it. Let's take a look at the video. So yeah, we've got a big fire there going on in Kuwait last night, and then this morning Iran's Shahran oil depot in Tehran, fires continue to burn following overnight US and Israeli strikes. So deadly smoke this is. Let's look at this video. I don't think we've got any sound for this one. Well, it has got sound, but it's very quiet. It sounds very quiet my end, but you guys might be able to hear it better than me. So yeah, not good. There was also some footage here. Apocalyptic footage from Tehran after Israeli strikes targeted a major oil depot located in Kuwait and Shahran in Tehran, along with Karaj at night time. So this was actually last night. That's last night when the strikes happened, but we'll show you the video. It literally looks crazy, man. That is scary scenes, I'll be honest with you. Look at the skies, look at the smoke everywhere. It literally looks like something you'd see out of a movie about the world ending, honestly. Yeah, not good. Is that Jazz? Shout out Jazz, you changed your YouTube name or something. Hello Jazz, thank you for tuning in. Still couldn't find you on X, by the way. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, thank you for joining us as always. You never miss a stream. Thank you so much. We've got apocalypse. Yep, same caption, because this is just some more scenes of Tehran after the American and Israeli terror attacks. Not looking very nice at all. Let's watch.
نابود کرد. این داره خودش میتونه دیگه یکی منبعهای نفت دارن.
Yeah, not good, man. America and Israel are terrorists. Trump is a terrorist. Netanyahu's a terrorist. Yeah, stop the Zionist terrorism, please. Israel IOF equals war. Yeah, exactly that. They're not the IDF, they're the occupation forces, the IOF. Jazz, what made you change your name? Anyway. And yeah, some more scenes from Tehran. Where's it gone? What the hell? This is what I mean, guys. Did you see that? It just glitched out completely. The bookmarks on X need to be fixed. Like, I don't know what has happened here. So I'm gonna have to refresh it. Yeah, it's crazy. It literally looks like something out of an end of the world movie or something. Like, these terrorists, man. These Zionist terrorists. These Trump terrorists. So yeah, here it is. So Tehran, Iran this morning. So this is like early hours in the morning. Like the whole sky is just filled with black smoke. Completely filled with black smoke. Look at that. You can't even see the sky. Do you know how toxic them fumes are? Like inhaling all that in as you walk out your house. You should have listened to that guy yesterday, 7 Bowls. Oh, you're talking about from the IRL stream? Yeah, that was funny. I don't know what happened as well, guys. My IRL streams yesterday, only like 3 of them saved to YouTube. I think I didn't tick the right box on Streamlabs saying to save the videos after. I don't know what happened. Luckily, I think half of them are on Rumble still, and we have got that one on Rumble. Oh, fair enough, Jazz. No worries at all. And yeah, this is CNN's Frederick Pleitgen reporting on the scene of the black rain tainted with oil falling over Tehran following US and Israeli airstrikes on the oil facilities. Let's watch his little report.
This is what Tehran is waking up to this morning. The sky above the city is covered in very thick black clouds. You can see that everywhere. That's the west of the city over there, and this is the north of the city. Normally, if you look to that direction, you could actually see the Alborz Mountains, but now all of that is also covered in clouds. That comes after major airstrikes in the south and the west of the city happened last night, where oil installations were hit, oil storage facilities. Apparently also a refinery might have been hit as well. And now you can see this morning that the sky is still very dark. We saw thick black plumes of smoke in the sky yesterday. There were massive fires in the south of the city. But I want to show you something else, because it's also raining. But you can see that the rain water is actually black, also saturated, it appears, with oil. And then if we look over there, you can see that the water that's running down here also is black. So that's what's coming down this morning, this sort of oil-filled rain that we have right now on the Iranian capital after the strikes took place.
So yeah, man, this is complete terrorism. Yeah, exactly, Jazz. What a regime change for the Iranians. It's funny because who remembers Tommy Robinson? He was saying, "Oh, we need to free Iran now. We need to free Iran. We need to save them. We need to, like, this and that. We need to help them out. You know, the poor people of Iran." And then what was it, like a month or so later? He's tweeting out, "Strike Iran now. Strike Iran now. Like, make up your mind, mate." I thought this was about saving the Iranians. It just shows that all these propagandists online, they're just full of absolute nonsense. You know, they don't care about the Iranian people. They do not care about the Iranian people. This is regime change. This is a good life for the Iranians, is it? Come on, they don't care about these people. It's about control. They just want to install a puppet into their country and make them live miserably. That's what it is. It's exactly what it is. Satnit Elsa, thank you for tuning in. No more oil for anyone. Exactly that. The Strait of Hormuz is causing a lot of problems around the world too. And yeah, it is definitely not healthy, and water shortage is going to be the key. I agree. Dangerous games are being played. I agree.
This is what Tehran is waking
Oh,
up
sorry.
this
Someone said.
morning, the sky above the city.
Someone said, "Would you do a interview for a small YouTube channel?" Potentially, maybe. Depends who it's for, and what it's about. Surely this isn't all of it. I feel like my things are glitching out. They are. Oh, what is going on with my bookmarks? They're all over the place. Honestly, X needs to fix this ASAP. They need to sort this out. When you like put so many bookmarks into a folder, for some reason on X, they just glitch out. Half of the bookmarks disappear. Then it all gets messed up. The timeline gets messed up. It is really annoying. It's been going on for well over a couple of years. I remember when I used to do my streams last year, the same thing was happening. Elon Musk needs to fix this. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just trying to sort out what we was talking about. It's just completely lost it all. We shouldn't go to Israel. We shouldn't go to Israel until there's justice for Palestinians. I can't believe people are still going to Israel. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. I would never visit Israel. I think I'd be killed if I went to Israel. I'll be honest. I think I'd probably be executed. Or kidnapped. No problem, user. We're going to try and stream it every day. So we was here. Okay, I think I've sorted it. So, a new supreme leader is set to replace Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. A new supreme leader to replace Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has reportedly been selected by Iran's Assembly of Experts. Members of the clerical body state the decision is finalised, but the name of the successor has not been disclosed yet. So that'll be interesting to see who it will be. I'm sure if it's picked by the Iranians, the government in Iran, it will be a good leader. They're not gonna replace him with just anybody, It's the supreme leader of the whole country. So hopefully they have someone good, someone that will carry on the legacy of Khomeini. You don't trust Rupert Lowe? I don't really know too much about him, to be honest. Best way to get in touch, you can Instagram message me, maybe. Yeah, exactly that. We was talking about that the other day, actually, to be fair. Mossad agents have been infiltrating in Iran, causing riots and killings and fake protests so they can push the US to invade Iran. Exactly that. When all of the, who remembers when all of the anti-government Iranian protests were taking place? What was it, last month or the month before? Just before this kicked off. I think this is what we said last time, that the case probably was, there's probably a few people that were genuinely against the government, like there is in every country, you know. It doesn't matter how good the leader is, there's always going to be people that disagree with you, which is fair enough. But then what happens is these Mossad-backed people will come in and disrupt it all. Who remembers the Black Lives Matters protests about 10 years ago? I think that, you know, at first that was probably genuine. There was people in there, you know, protesting for what they believed in. And then it got infiltrated, destruction starts happening. Same thing that happens in Iran, same things that happen with loads of protests. There's loads of examples. These Mossad agents, these CIA agents will get involved and cause unrest in the country, especially in a situation like this with Iran, where they can push for a regime change and they can push for invasion. So you hit the nail bang on the head. Yeah, the Cyprus attack was definitely Mossad as well. Definitely a false flag. Same as Azerbaijan as well. And according to Iran's Fars News and an informed source, the IRGC is set to intensify the offensive operations beginning tonight, including a 100% rise in the use of heavy and strategic missiles. So funny for all the people that was talking all this nonsense, going, oh, Iran, you know, Iran aren't going to be able to survive. They ain't going to be able to carry on this war. Iran are going to run out of drones. They're going to run out. They're going to get hurt too hard. They're not going to be able to fight. This is going to last a week max, you know. Well, it's been 9 days now. We've nearly exceeded the point of the 12-day war last time. And 9 days later, Iran are saying that they're going to double down. They're going to go 100% harder than they have been going this whole time, starting from tonight. So I'm sure tomorrow when we do a stream, we're going to have a lot to report on. You know, the Americans are going to be taking very heavy losses. All of their countries that are holding military bases, etc., in their countries are going to be taking heavy losses. The Israelis, the Zionists, are definitely going to be taking heavy losses. And it is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Yeah, W Iran. Epstein's back in his homeland. He's probably... I saw a funny post on Twitter the other day saying that Epstein has been killed in an Iranian airstrike. It made me laugh. Probably, you know, it could be true. Who knows if that guy actually died or not. Yeah, anyway. Let's move on, I guess, to the Israeli losses over the past few days. So, as you guys know, the main culprit in this war is, of course, Israel. You know, they're the puppet masters. They're the ones that Trump's the puppet of Netanyahu. Whole America is the whole of America are puppets of Netanyahu. Not particularly the public, but governments and things like that. But yeah, so Israel have, of course, been taking the biggest losses out of everyone. One, because they're so close to Iran. You know, it's not like Iran can directly strike America. They will strike all their military bases, etc. But Israel are actually the ones that have been getting the most hell from Iran. And we're going to go over now what's been happening to them. Let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look at the comments before we dive in. Another forever war. We love to pretend Iran are some backwater nation. You can't beat Iran, not even America. Exactly that, man. America might have the big country. They might be one of the global superpowers. But they won't ever beat someone that have got a heart like the Iranian people. Can't wait for the Zionists in Wood Green to freak out. Yeah. Anyway, so the night before last, we had some heavy bombings and missile strikes in Tel Aviv. I made a post saying, "Shalom, Tel Aviv." Let's watch it. So yeah, basically a heavy barrage of missiles and drones started striking Tel Aviv the night before last. Israeli air defences actually failed miserably to intercept Iranian missiles, which resulted in direct impacts in Tel Aviv. Let's watch the video. I don't think there's any sound on this one, unfortunately. Can't hear any Zionists crying, unfortunately, but we'll watch it. Blackout in Epstein Land. So yeah, I don't know where the Iron Dome was. Who saw that meme that was going around before, the Indian guy saying, "Sorry sir, did you forget to turn on the Iron Dome? Did you try turning it off and on again?" This is basically what's happened. There is no Iron Dome. Look, oh, there might be one interception there, but you know, the Iron Dome is definitely not unbeatable. That is complete Zionist propaganda. More scenes. Tel Aviv breaking. Tel Aviv was getting hit. Let's watch this.
הוא פספס אותו, תראו הטיל יורד, זה טילים שיורדים עלינו. אתם רואים את הטיל יורד עלינו? זה יורד, כושה לדודה שלהם, זה יורד לידי. תראו את השני, הנה הוא מתפצל, אחד יורד פוגע. אתם רואים את המיירדים עולים? הם לא פוגעים בו, הוא הולך ליפול. יואו הרדי, הוא נופל בראשון. יואו, תראו, בום! ירד בראשון! הוא פספס אותו.
Here the guy videoing. Oh no, boom! Ah, thank you for subscribing on YouTube, brother. Did you hear that guy though? Fire, man! Boom, boom! Did you hear him?
אחד יורד פוגע. אתם רואים את המיירדים עולים? הם לא פוגעים בו, הוא הולך ליפול. יואו הרדי, הוא נופל בראשון. יואו, תראו, בום! ירד בראשון.
Yeah, they are funny scenes, aren't they, guys? You gotta admit they're funny. It's funny to watch. Thank you, brilliant journalism, breaking the censor. Thank you. Yeah, definitely, Samar. Thank you for that. Like the stream, guys. Help us stay up in the YouTube algorithms. You know, I know YouTube doesn't really like this type of content, so help boost us. Drop a comment on the main video as well, in the live chat as well. That always helps. The Iranians have supersonic weapons 4 times faster than the speed of sound. They haven't even used their best artillery yet. Exactly that, and I think that we are in for a surprise tonight when they said today 100% increase of attacks. It's going to be an interesting one. We'll start to see what the Iranians really do have hidden up, what tricks they've got hidden up their sleeves. What's this one? Sorry, I forgot to even read it. Oh, this was just my good night post to Tel Aviv. You know, you've got to say good night, show them some videos. So yeah, like we saw apocalyptic scenes in Iran, but don't worry, Iran might be getting some bad strikes happening to them because they have got these big superpowers bombing their country, but they'll give hell back. They'll give what they receive, and they'll give it back worse, you know. They're not going to let these strikes get them down. They'll just do the same back. So they're like, cool. The difference is between the Iranians is they're not pussies. They're not little bitches. They're not going to cry about it like the Israelis do, crying on, "Oh, this is our reality. This is our reality." That's what the Israelis sound X, you know, after they've just been committing a genocide for over 3 years. But yeah, they will try and cry about it. Differences with the Iranians, it makes them stronger, you know, this type of things. Need the Tel Aviv song. Boom, boom, Tel Aviv. Yes, I think that song's banned on YouTube. It was Iran released footage showing the launch of the Kibat Shakar missiles towards Israel. Let's watch this. Yeah, Iran ain't playing around, man. Iran are not fucking about. Oh, this is an interesting one. So the United States has approved an urgent deal to sell 12,000 Blue 110 AB bombs to Israel. Looks like they're ready to, you know, carry on some terrorism, help fund some terrorism. Gonna see if there's any more on that, to be fair, quickly now. Recommendation of any Telegram channel showing hits on Israel. Of course, you can check my channel out if you want to. My Telegram channel, I share stuff on there. Also on my X page. You can, you know, if I'm going to shout out other people, I'd shout out probably Middle East Monitor. He's great. Yeah, you can go on my Telegram, it's Saviour Speech. Or you can check Middle East Monitor. They're probably the people that I'd look at. So I just wanted to see what this... I'll see if there's any more about this deal, you know, because this was posted over 24 hours ago, so surely there'll be another update somewhere. Let me just have a look. I think this might be it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Reuters uploaded some news on it. U.S. bypasses congressional review to approve munition sales to Israel. So, Washington, March the 7th, yesterday. President Donald Trump's administration has bypassed U.S. Congress using an emergency authority to expedite the sales of more than 20,000 bombs to Israel, worth around $650 million. Wonder who's paying for that, guys? I wonder who's paying for that. Of course, the American taxpayer. In a late Friday statement, the U.S. State Department said U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio determined that an emergency existed that required an immediate sale to Israel and waived the congressional review requirements for the sale. The weapons package, which included 12,000 Blue 110 AB general purpose 1,000 pound bomb bodies that Israel had requested, comes a week after the United States and Israel began their joint air war against Iran, Washington's biggest military operation since the 2003 Iraq invasion. The operation, which the US said was focusing on destroying Iran's offensive missiles, missile production and navy, has brought the region on the brink of a wider war as Tehran retaliated with its own attacks on Israel and regional countries with US bases. This proposed sale will contribute to the foreign policy and national security of the United States, the department said in its statement, adding that the principal contractor will be Repcon USA, located in Texas. On Saturday, a State Department official provided additional details about the sale, saying it also included Blue 111 500-pound general-purpose bombs, which was an amendment to a previous sale. The official added that Israel will purchase an extra $298 million worth of critical munitions via direct commercial sales. The United Nations, in a December 2024 report, said that Israeli military had likely used these heavy weapons and munitions in the densely populated Gaza, where the Israeli campaign against the Hamas militant killed tens of thousands of civilians. Yeah, genocide. Yeah. Democratic U.S. Representative Gregory Meeks said Rubio's decision to use emergency authority to bypass congressional review showed a lack of preparation for the war on Iran. The Trump administration has repeatedly insisted it was fully prepared for this war, rushing to invoke emergency authorities to circumvent Congress tells a different story. This is an emergency of the Trump administration's own creation, Meeks said in a statement. There's like a video here, I don't know what this is. We'll watch that in a minute. In the last week, US and Israeli attacks have killed at least 1,332 Iranian civilians and thousands more have been wounded, according to Iran's UN ambassador. Many top Iranian leaders, including the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, have also been killed. The US military has said 6 US service members were killed in a strike on a Kuwait facility, while Israel said at least 10 civilians have been killed across Israel so far. Washington has maintained strong support for Israel under President Donald Trump and former President Joe Biden during the more than 2 years of Israeli wars in Gaza, Lebanon and Iran. The Trump administration had also previously made military sales to Israel by skipping congressional reviews, as did the Biden administration when it was in power. Washington's military support has faced scrutiny from rights experts, particularly during Israel's assault on Gaza that killed tens of thousands, caused a hunger crisis, internally displaced Gaza's entire population, and led to assessments of genocide from scholars and UN inquiry. Israel, of course, called its actions self-defense after Hamas killed more than 1,200 people and took more than 250 hostages in an October 2023 attack. I mean, I don't think that's self-defense though, is it really, Israel? You know, first of all, half of the people that died on October 7th were killed by the Israeli military. Hannibal Directive, go look into it if you don't know about it. And also, I don't think self-defense goes on for, 3 years of genocide, to be honest. Is this the person that wrote it? Kamik Singh. Kamik Singh. Of course he's an Indian. He's an Indian Zionist, of course. Yeah, I think he is. Anyway, and what was the video they posted? What is this? What is this? That's just some nonsense. I don't know, that wasn't the same video that was there a minute ago. But anyway, yeah. So basically, moral of the story is that America is happy to keep funding Zionist terrorism. So much for free in Iran, right? Killing over 1,200 civilians in a week. Just check the comments. I missed a lot of comments. Sorry guys, when I was reading. I'll try to read as much as possible. Thank you for all your hard work. It can't be easy updating what's going on. I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best. Also guys, if you're not following me already on X, you should. That's where we post like all of our updates every day. We've got live updates 24/7 of what's going on with the Iran and Israel and America war, so you will never miss a thing. Trump is of course Trump's heartless, Jazz. Trump's a terrorist, you know. Don't know if you get any comments about yourself fresh lineup. I don't know what that means, but I guess thank you. Any news on the Tiny Hats versus Lebanon? Of course we've got news on that, Elsa. We will be coming to that shortly. We're just going to go over this stuff first. That's going to be towards the end. And yeah, so Netanyahu claimed that they do not seek to divide Iran, they seek to free Iran. Okay, is that how you free Iran? By killing all the civilians? Yeah. Free Iran from what? Every civilian? Kill every civilian and to have Iran as a country on its own? Is that what you meant? Ah, thank you, man. Complimenting the new haircut. Thank you. So, let's listen to what the baby killer had to say. Ah, it's in whatever language that is, man. Terrorist language. Just mute that. To the Iranian people, I say I've been speaking to you and for you for decades. The moment of truth is approaching because we do not seek to divide Iran. We seek to liberate Iran. Free it from the yoke of tyranny and live with it in peace. Oh yeah, sounds very believable, don't it? Not. And Netanyahu said that in recent days, Iran has attacked 12 countries around it and he stands with them. Of course they attacked 12 countries around it because they're all hosting US bases that are bombing Iran. That is the real definition of self-defense, Mr. Baby Killer. Today, everyone understands that the, I think I meant to say, Ayatollah regime endangers the entire world. Oh, shut up, man. You're terrorists. I can't listen to your voice. In recent days, Iran has attacked 12 surrounding countries. We stand by them. All of these countries see Israel's tremendous power, a willingness to fight the tyrants in Tehran, the heroism of the army and the heroism of the people, and our profound military. Okay, mate. Whatever you say, mate. Yeah. Very funny. Should be a comedian. And some more scenes from Tel Aviv this morning after an Iranian missile fell in an open area of Tel Aviv. Let's watch. So obviously, yeah, not really any direct impacts in that video, but it's enough to get the settlers scared, you know. And speaking of scared settlers, due to Iranian missile attacks, Israeli settlers are fleeing Israel via the Ben Gurion airport. So let's watch this. Oh, those poor settlers, so sad, so sad. Not really. Yeah, they are probably going back to Ukraine. Probably back to Ukraine they go. On to some other stuff. I'm mute Netanyahu's speech. Shut up, man. Yeah, man, we can't listen to that baby killer. I hate his voice. You know what I mean? It's just all nonsense that comes out. Subscriber on YouTube. Thank you, Frenzy Boy, for subscribing on YouTube. Where they go? New York, potentially. Poland, potentially. Germany, potentially. Potentially, guys. You literally connected to the stream as soon as I muted him, yeah. W Saviour, thank you, Jay Silver, man. Shout out Jay Silver. And W Saviour, thank you, Jazz. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, also forgot there was another strike on Tel Aviv just before I started the stream actually. An Iranian missile has fallen in Tel Aviv with several Israeli settlers reported injured. Let's look at the video. Not a good day to be a Zionist, man. Not a good day to be a Zionist. Anyway, so let's go on to some other stuff. Oh yeah, there's a brief thing about Saudi Arabia, to be fair. This was about 30-something hours ago. Saudi Arabia has stepped up Saudi Arabia has stepped up direct back-channel discussions with Iran in an effort to de-escalate the rising Middle East conflict and stop it from escalating into a broader war. Of course, you've got the Zionists in the comment. Oh, there's no confirmation, blah blah blah, from Reuters, AP. Shut up, man, you Zionist whore. You Zionist fucking whore. Crying because, you know, one country with military bases is starting to have enough. Who saw as well the other day, all the Arab nations, the Gulf countries are reconsidering, you know, their commitments to America over this. Because you've got to remember, they might, you know, fair enough, some of these Gulf countries might not be, doing it to help Iran. It's more to help their own country because they are taking a lot of losses in money over this, you know, 9 days that this has been going on. So yeah, unfortunately for Zionists and Americans, their countries seem to be having enough of their nonsense. But anyway, hello Manny, thank you for tuning in. Hey, I'm from India. I saw content and it's so sad that many Indians just worship the current government and believe everything that they say. Yeah, I know it's sad, man, but from my personal experience, it's not really the Indian Muslims. Well, it's definitely not the Indian Muslims. They don't, you know, they're actually getting attacked in their country of India as well. It's sad what happens to those guys, you know, and so it's not every Indian that's supporting Israel, but it's just unfortunately a large majority of them. Yeah. Exactly, the US bases in the Gulf are only there for Israel's benefit. 100%, man. 100%. But yeah, anyway, let's go on to some US drama with Iran. So, this was about 30 plus hours ago now. Iranian drones struck the US logistics firm KBR in Iraq, causing a major fire. See, like I said, guys, we saw the apocalyptic video of Iran this morning. Well, not this morning. Well, yeah, the video was from this morning, but earlier on in the stream we saw the damage that was going on in Iran. But don't worry, Iran will give back what they get. You know, they're not the only ones that are burning. They think if we're going to burn, you're all burning with us. Here's some crazy footage of the aftermath. Oh, is that a follower on Kick, I'm guessing? Captain Rehabog. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys. Keep following me on Kick, please. That's what we need, a lot of followers on Kick. So yeah, here's some scenes from the chaos in Iraq. Is it Iraq, sorry? Yeah, it was Iraq, wasn't it? Yeah, just double checking. So this is the chaotic scenes. Let's watch.
صار قهوة علي.
Yeah, not a good day to be an American with your president being a terrorist, is it? Trump is terrorist. Oh, we've got a, is that a US supporter in the chat on Kick? Shout out to you, man. Of course, the people of America are not terrorists, but same as our government in the UK, unfortunately, we have some terrorist leaders in place. W Saviour, tune in from Melbourne, Australia. Shout out to you, man. What time is it in Australia? I always like to know the time in Australia because I know you guys are like the whole other side of the world to us. So appreciate that, man. I'm glad that we've got some, you know, multi-nationalities in it. Saviour, I tried just to suggest your content to my friends and my comrades at Nova Media. You'd be right at home there, I think. I think I've heard of that page, to be fair. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Also, Melbourne, W, yes, minus in Melbourne as well. We've got a couple of Australians in here today. Shout out to you guys, man. What do you guys think about it? What's Australia's sort of position on all this? We should protest the lower taxes because what's the point of giving money to the government when it doesn't even benefit our country? It benefits the Israelis. Exactly that. You know, good point, Jazz, because I'm from the UK myself. We pay all of this tax money. The more you earn, the more you pay tax. So, you know, there's people that just decide that they don't want to work because what's the point in working hard, they think, when the more I work, the more I pay out in taxes, which I kind of understand it, of course. And where does the tax money go? You know, look at the roads. Look at the roads around the country. There's potholes everywhere. You know, there's buildings that have not been completed for years. The healthcare is failing. You have to wait 2 years for a doctor's appointment nowadays. What else? You know, the list goes on and on and on. Where is the tax money going? Of course, it's going to fund countries like Ukraine and Israel, and basically just anything that doesn't actually help our country, and in fact probably drags us closer to a world war. Same with America, I guess. I think that the UK and America do unfortunately have a lot in common when it comes to wasted tax money. Even though a lot of people don't like the UAE, Dubai, benefits of that country is if you are a UAE citizen, you don't pay any tax money and there's not a single pothole on the road, and they do look after their country. So, you know, I suppose that's a W. You know, I'd rather be in a country that doesn't pay tax, especially not funds a genocide as well, you know, because unfortunately our tax money funds genocides and terrorism in other countries around the world. Give me 2 seconds, guys, while I just go get a charger for my phone. Literally 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. My phone died and we need that to be tweeting at the same time sometimes and just looking over some updates. What did I miss? What did I miss in the chat? 12:50 AM in Melbourne. Crazy, man. It's 1:50 PM in the UK. Nova Media feels very Democrat coded, but it's a good platform. Yeah, maybe I have to look into them, guys. I've heard of them, but I don't really know too much. Taxes will never come down in the UK. Yeah, I know that. It's unfortunate. And you know, that's the thing, guys. Like, at least if we're paying all this tax, surely it would go to good use, you know, fix our country, but it doesn't. Shout out to the Aussies, man. Yeah, W for the Aussies in the chat, man. W for the Aussies in the chat. We need debt-free currency. Too much going to Federal Reserve owners. Can you tell me what W stands for? Yeah, W means win. I should check out Double Down News for real. British and he'd fit right in, and he met Loki already. I think I've heard of Double Down News. Is that Loki's? Is that Loki's group? The rich don't pay taxes. It's just the poor. Yeah, exactly that. Because the rich people, they set up their businesses in other countries, etc., and just avoid tax. So it's literally, yeah, the rich get richer and the poor stay poorer. Yeah, Manny already told you W means win. Yep. Even weed is going up. Debt-free currency for all. Yeah. Anyway, where was we? So yeah, was it? Sorry. So yeah, a drone targeted a hotel in Erbil hosting U.S. soldiers. Let's watch this video. So yeah, it's hard to see. It's around here somewhere the drone hits. I think it's up here actually more. Yeah, anyway, not a good day to be a US soldier. And the US claims that its intelligence suggests China may be preparing to assist Iran with financial support, spare parts and missile components, while Beijing is acting cautiously due to concerns about energy supplies and stability in the Strait of Hormuz. Interesting. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe they already are. So basically, Doug Burgum said that the US will provide security for ships and escort them through the Strait of Hormuz, which will restore the flow to the oil markets. But then the IRGC said Iran strongly welcomes the escort of oil tankers and that US forces will be there for the crossing of the Strait of Hormuz. And we are, by the way, awaiting their presence. Good luck, America. Good luck. It might be your last day doing that. Good luck to you guys. Tucker Carlson said that Israel is one of the ugliest countries in the world. Do you agree? Do you agree, guys? I agree. I agree with Tucker on that one. See what the comments say. Comments seem to agree. And Tucker Carlson on Iran. Trump is being shown polling that this war is like a 90-10 win for him. I don't know where that polling is coming from. He is getting fake polling. I guess that they are only polling Hannity's viewers or something. Let's watch this. Let's put it to 1.5 speed.
As I said, I flew up to D.C. 3 times in the last month to try to convince Trump not to do this. It didn't work. It happens. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, boy, this is not going to get better. So then I think I'll fly up again and ask him. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is doing it, so I'm going to try to just declare victory and go home. Like, you killed an 86-year-old cleric. Let's just call that a win and then pull back. And so then, meantime, he got convinced to denounce me. Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna fly up anyway and see him, right? Even though he's like denouncing me. So I call over there to see, call someone who knows him. I said I'm just gonna fly up anyway and tell him this because I think it's so important. And the person says, don't bother, because he's being shown polling that this war is like a 90-10 win for him. And I said, I don't know where that polling is coming from. It's like, I guess you can make any kind of poll, and he's watching Fox News, which is telling him the same thing, and he's getting fake polling. I guess they're only polling Sean Hannity's viewers or something. And so I'm not sure that there's a sense, as if this was yesterday, because I was getting so agitated and worried. I don't think that there's a sense that this is unpopular. Like, I think there's an information vacuum here.
There's a massive information vacuum, and for the president and the administration who declared victory based on internet and vibes and podcasts, let's take a survey, shall we, of every podcast that he appeared on, and how do they feel about the Iran conflict? You can look very clearly for yourself. You can look at a lot of the polling of that same demographic, which they were very excited about, young men in particular. How are they feeling about this conflict? And if you were saying 90-10, it's not even true in the Republican sense. I mean, the latest one that I saw was like 72% Republicans, which, by the way, Mr. President and everybody in the administration, Bush had 93 for Iraq, and how did that turn out for him? So let's not put all of our eggs in the basket of just because Republican voters are here that this is all going to be like sunshine and roses. And I also would not make the spurious claim that it's all about Iran. It's about compounding effects. The gas price effect of the Iran conflict is going to be dramatically more important to the White House's political chances in the midterms than anything that's actually happening on the ground. I don't think it should be that way, but that's reality. And I do think also, your inclination to get him to try and declare victory, that's the correct move from a strategic perspective, an economic perspective, from every political perspective. You don't want the entire country's national discourse focused on Iran. I'll give you a good example. Just yesterday, the White House did a summit where they were trying to address rising electricity prices on data centers. In another world, no Iran, that's a main topic of conversation on my show. A major topic. Maybe one of yours interests as well. But in the middle of war and peace and death and everything that's happening, the amount of coverage that got is zero. The president just gave his State of the Union. He had a lot of things in that State of the Union. Iran, it didn't come until the 70th minute, I think. What was the rest of it about? The economy, about gas prices, about jobs, Mr. President and others. Like, that's what people really vote on.
Yeah. W. Tucker, I guess. Yeah, W. Tucker. CNN said that U.S. military was... Oh, yeah, so this is what we were saying earlier. That the U.S. basically have admitted that they bombed the... Basically, someone in the U.S. the other day basically admitted that, yeah, we believe that America did bomb the school. We all know they did, but, you know, for America to basically admit it is surprising. And CNN said that the US military was responsible for the strike on an Iranian elementary school that killed over 165 Iranian children. Let's watch the mainstream Zionist media's reports.
Weeks since this war with Iran has been underway, the deadliest incident of civilian casualties was a strike that happened on an elementary school in southern Iran that killed scores of children. Tonight, a CNN analysis of that attack reveals evidence suggesting that the United States military was likely responsible for it. What you're about to see is disturbing. I want to warn you. The United States says it's still under investigation, but this was the scene at the school just after the strikes 1 week ago, nearly. CNN has not independently confirmed the death toll, but Iranian health officials and state media believe that at least 168 children and 14 teachers were killed. Our analysis, which is based on satellite imagery, geolocated videos, and the assessment of munitions experts, suggests that the school was hit around the same time that an attack that American forces had launched on a neighboring Iranian naval base. This new satellite image shows several Revolutionary Guard buildings near the all-girls school. You can see how close they are. In red, you can see the craters at the center of the structures, including the school, and what experts say look like precision strikes. A wall, marked by that dotted line there, is all that separates the school and this base. When asked about the strike this week multiple times during multiple different press briefings, this is what Trump administration officials have told reporters.
Did the United States airstrike a girls' elementary school and kill 175 people?
Not that we know of, Sean, and the Department of War is investigating this matter, and I would just tell you very strongly, the United States of America does not target civilians, unlike the rogue Iranian regime.
Biggest fucking load of shit I've ever heard.
That targets civilians, that kills children, that has killed thousands of their own people in the past several weeks, and uses propaganda quite effectively. And unfortunately, many people in this room have fallen for that propaganda.
Can you give us an update on what the administration knows, what you know now about the reported strike on a girls' school in southern Iran on Saturday?
All I can say is that we're investigating that. We, of course, never target civilian targets.
Pfft. Complete nonsense.
But we're taking a look and investigating that.
Now, the internet blackout in Iran has made it very difficult for our teams to examine weapons fragments that are left at the scene for further evidence of responsibility. Reuters reports, though, that U.S. military investigators also believe it is likely U.S. forces were behind that strike.
Well, of course they was behind the strike. Who else was behind it? It wasn't fucking Iran, was it? The two suspects are Israel and America. It's one of the two. It's probably both of them in a joint operation. In fact, it definitely was both of them, you know? It's not hard. It's not, you know, you don't have to be an expert to see that. That's the truth, do you? Yeah, anyway. So, basically what happened was Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian said yesterday the Leadership Council approved that there should be no more attacks on neighbouring countries and no missile launches unless an attack against Iran originates from those countries. So that's what we was briefly mentioned earlier. And basically, after the Iranian president said that, Hamas rocket launcher systems have been spotted in Bahrain as the US launches missile strikes on Iran from Bahraini territory. So don't start crying, Bahrain, when Iran strikes you. You know, they warned you. They said, we'll stop. But Iran said, we will stop striking neighbouring countries as long as you stop striking us. Stop letting Americans bomb us. Stop using your country as a way to attack us for America. Stop it. Just stop doing it, guys, and we will stop striking you. And not even 24 hours later, what does Bahrain do? Starts launching missile strikes on Iran. So, don't cry. Don't come crying when they hit you back harder. Here's the footage of them doing it. So yeah, don't start crying, Bahrain. They warned you. Iranian National Security Council Secretary Ali Larijani said since the United States has not achieved its goals, it is now struggling and failing. It would be better for Trump to admit that he made a mistake and was deceived by Israel. They'll never admit that. And Trump didn't make a mistake. Trump's a terrorist. Trump knew what he was doing. Trump is involved as Israel. But Trump got a little present as he welcomed the bodies of the U.S. soldiers who were killed for Israel. Got some images here. Look at that. Orange terrorist, man. So that's what you get. It's unfortunately Trump. More US soldiers that lost their life for Israel. Iran's Larijani said that they will punish Trump for the assassination of the leader of the revolution, Khamenei, and they will never let it go. Thank you, Jazz. And according to Axios, the Israeli army and the US army are studying sending special forces to operate inside Iran with the goal of controlling the uranium stockpile. So, I mean, it's as predicted, isn't it, really? It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise they want to, you know, potentially put people on the ground to cause disruption in Iran and try and occupy things like they always do. And obviously push for regime change. Yeah, anyway, let's move on to some stuff about the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai. So, Iranian I've bookmarked it twice for some reason. Iranian drone strikes started striking the Dubai airport early hours of yesterday morning. Here's some footage for you guys, first of all.
Yalla, straight to the airport. Oh my god. Ya Rab. Ya Rab. Ya.
Let's watch that again.
Yalla, straight to the airport. Oh my god. Ya Rab. Ya Rab.
Yeah, not good, man, not good. And basically after that, Emirates cancelled all flights until further notice. They've sent out a message saying all flights to and from Dubai have been suspended until further notice. Please do not go to the airport. Emirates will share updates when available. We would like to thank our customers for their understanding and patience. The safety of our passengers and crew is our highest priority and will not be compromised. So customers book the travel between 28th of February until and including the 31st of March have these options. You can rebook on an alternative flight, or you can request for a refund. So yeah, all city check-in points across Dubai are temporarily closed until further notice. So yeah, they're obviously they're not expecting this war to end anytime soon either, you know. The fact that they've suspended them until at least the 31st of March, which is pretty much a month away, like, you know, just under a month away, shows that this is not coming to an end anytime soon. Probably will get prolonged further than that as well. Wouldn't surprise me if they extended that ban. Emirates Airline is leaving the UAE airspace, so this was yesterday. basically all of the Emirates flights were, you know, doing U-turns. Look, you can see them all here. They're moving away due to Iranian drone threats. And then we had Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the UAE president, visiting the victims that were injured in the recent attacks by Iran. Some by Israel as well, you know. We know about their false flags. Yeah. A lot of people in the comments saying he didn't touch the black guy. Interesting. Interesting observation. And Sheikh Mohammed has promised everyone that the UAE will come out stronger. Debatable. Never know. They've got a lot of money, I guess. South Korea announced it will send 30 ballistic missiles interceptors to the UAE tomorrow. So they need more ballistic missiles, as we saw the other day that they were running out of interceptors. You know, they've already. I don't think Dubai ever expected to be having to use them this much, so they've had to get more ordered. And then yesterday, I think it was the night before last, to be fair. Basically, an Iranian drone reportedly hit Dubai's 23 Marina Tower in the UAE. Let's watch the video. No sound on this one, guys, don't worry. You can see the smoke at the top. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, not looking good for Dubai. And there's some more footage basically of smoke rising from the 23 Marina Tower in Dubai after it was confirmed to be hit by a Iranian drone.
Gerade über unseren Köpfen leider, hat es ganz doll geknallt. Scheiße. Wir gehen jetzt rein.
Crazy, man. Not good for Dubai and the UAE. And also we saw some reports this morning. I think that they might be fake, but for some strange reason Israeli media claimed that an attack on a water desalination station in Iran was carried out by the UAE, marking the first Emirati attack on Iran. I'm not sure why they reported this. Basically, here's some more on it. So reports from across Iran describe another day of wide strike. Blood. Ignore, you know, the wording of this propaganda account, Mario Northall. But, you know, basically he said the IRGC headquarters, police command centres and besieged facilities were all hit. Far to the south, Bashir took heavy bombardment targeting air and naval bases along with multiple military complexes. Qum Safai district was also hit early in the morning, while in Bandar Abbas, residents say missiles have been slamming into military sites on the western edge of the city since dawn. In both Tehran and Tabriz, witnesses say regime forces have begun occupying schools and universities as improvised bases, a sign of how rattled and stretched the system has become as strikes roll out across the country. Iran's security is taking hits, blah blah blah. Some videos. Oh yeah, and of course, these sources open source intel, you know, absolute propaganda. But yeah, there is hits in Iran, of course, but for some reason, Israeli media tried claiming that it was Dubai that was doing this, the UAE. Yeah, I don't know why they reported that. And then Israeli media claimed that the UAE just attacked a desalination plant in Iran. However, a UAE official denied this claim, so he edited the post. This news would have been very significant. Not sure why Israeli media made such a claim. Desalination plants are a lifeline for many countries in the region. So, very, very, very strange. Very strange, very strange. You know, a lot of people from the UAE seem to be not happy about the lies. They don't want to be dragged into a war. They are, they kind of are dragged into a war, but they don't want to be, making anything worse for them. I don't know, guys. Why do you think Israeli media lied about the UAE attacking? Strange. The Zionists always love to seem to drag other people into their bullshit, don't they? What's the comment saying? Yeah, pretty much. That's the way they look at us. Anyone from the UK who isn't prepared to go fight and die in the Epstein war is anti-Semitic. I know, that's actually what they think. Nick is joke content. I don't know who that is. But anyway, what else? Oh yeah, just a brief thing about Azerbaijan. I know we was talking about it the other day. Iranian president basically came out and doubled down and said they rejected all the claims that Iran attacked Azerbaijan, describing the reports as enemy-driven rumours aimed at damaging brotherly relations between neighbouring countries. I mean, we've been saying it's false flag the entire time, So Iran's president's basically just confirming that, Iran did not do it. And if Iran did do it, I think that they would not be too scared to admit it. Anyway, the last part of today's show. More on the war, the secret war we like to call, between Hezbollah and Iran. Between Hezbollah and Israel. Sorry, my bad. The reason we call it the secret war is because a lot of people seem to be talking, obviously, about what's going on with Iran, Israel, and America, but there is a so-called secret war that doesn't really get reported on as much between Lebanon and Israel. Hezbollah and Israel, should I say. So yeah, let's get into more of that. Just looking at the comments. Nick Fuentes. Yeah, let's look at what's going on with Hezbollah. So, about 30 something hours ago, 5 Israeli soldiers. Actually, before I start reading this, just know, guys, that basically what you're about to see is just Israel getting absolutely cooked by Hezbollah in the background, while no one seems to know about it. They are getting absolutely smoked as well. Let's just put it out there. Yeah, Nick is just pure joke content. Yes, I agree. So, 5 Israeli soldiers critically injured after a Hezbollah ambush today, 3 others in moderate condition. That's the first L for Israel. According to Israeli media, Israeli forces are trying to withdraw after Hezbollah forces exposed their military activity in eastern Lebanon. So, the Zionists thought they could fuck with Lebanon and they started running away like cowards. Got no sound on this. Oh, yeah. Unlucky for the Zionists. Heavy fighting continues between Hezbollah and the IDF in Lebanon after a reported special forces landing. Yeah, you can just sort of hear gunshots going off everywhere. Then, 19 hours ago, Hezbollah launched a barrage of 40 rockets towards Haifa in Israel. Then we've got some scenes of some Israeli air defences intercepting dozens of Hezbollah rockets. I mean, look how many they were sending over. Quite a few interceptions, but keep watching and stay tuned to see some impacts. So yeah, as well as interceptions, a few did get past the defense systems. Hezbollah published footage of the operation targeting the Rafael military industries complex and the Naftali base in northern Israel. So yeah, Hezbollah is very involved in this war. The Israeli army said 2 of its soldiers were wounded after Hezbollah fired an anti-tank missile in southern Lebanon. Unlucky day to be a Zionist. Hezbollah also warned Israeli settlements to evacuate ahead of attacks. You know, they gave the settlers a heads up. Get out of Israel, otherwise you are fucked. Yeah, anyway, Hezbollah told the Israeli settlers to leave immediately or bear the consequences. Some more footage after we heard that Hezbollah launched a barrage of 40 rockets towards Haifa. This footage shows Hezbollah launching the rockets today towards Kiryat Shimona. This was, of course, last night. Is there sound for you guys in that video? Because for me there wasn't. I think it just might be my headset. Oh, we got a follower on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to my sound. For some reason I can't hear anything. I don't know. Hopefully there's nothing to listen to right now. Anyway, according to Israeli media, a security incident occurred last night along the Lebanon border with injuries among soldiers after an anti-tank missile struck an Israeli bulldozer, seriously wounding the driver. So yeah, not good for the Zionists, not good. I mean, that's pretty much all from the Hezbollah stuff as well. But basically, moral of the story is Israel is fucked. I hope you guys heard the sound effect because I can't hear anything from my headphones. I did press it. Yeah, guys, I think that is pretty much all, to be fair. Just having a quick look on my Twitter to see if there's anything that's happened now, but I think this is it all. What's the comment saying? Yeah, of course, they are going to come for Cuba as well eventually, I think. Thank you, bye, Leah. I try my best. I try my best. Okay, so I forgot there was something that came up a minute ago. The UAE. Oh wait, one more thing about Hezbollah actually. Basically, the IDF also announced 43 minutes ago that the master sergeant was killed by Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. So Hezbollah really are putting in some work right now. Yeah, my admin tweeted that. Yeah, Hezbollah already putting in some work. The oh yeah, and sorry, the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we are acting in self-defense in the face of Iran's brutal aggression. We do not seek to be drawn into any conflicts or escalation, but we affirm our full right to protect our sovereignty and security. So, not sure what that statement means. Suppose we'll find out. I think we are pretty much coming to an end. Hello, Professor. Unfortunately, I think you've tuned in towards the end of the stream, but you can rewatch it from the beginning, or you can wait for the clips that will be posted throughout the next 24 hours. But yeah, end of the stream. What do I want to say basically is that it's going to be interesting the next 24 hours. Iran have promised to go more than 100% harder than they've been going this whole time. So I suppose, you know, all we can do is wait and see what will happen over the next 24 hours. We will be covering it again tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for real reporting, and mainstream media is such bollocks. Yep, I agree, and like I always say, man, I feel like it's my duty. I always try my best, you know. I try my best. Yeah, that's pretty much all, man. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We're gonna have clips posting throughout today for those of you that didn't see the whole stream. Maybe we're gonna post some clips from the IRL stream as well. Maybe we'll be making that into a full video at some point, but I don't think it's complete. I don't think that IRL stream I did yesterday had enough good clips in it to make it into a proper video, especially since as not all of it was recorded on the camera. So likelihood is I'll be going out this weekend at some point to finish that video. I might have to finish that one next week, to be fair, because I think I'm going to maybe go to Camden Market this week to because it's very multicultural down there. Ask people around there what they think of the war in Iran. You know, it's interesting to see what all different cultures think about it. You know, it will be an interesting video, hopefully. So maybe that video will come first, then the week after I'll probably go out and finish the racist town interviews. Maybe when this stuff dies down a bit, because I think this is a bit more important right now anyway, you know. But yeah, let me just one more last check of the comments. Take care, Saviour. 125 in Australia. Yeah, go get some sleep, Lucas, man. Appreciate you tuning in at such a late time. I think the next stream tomorrow will be after I finish work, maybe around 6 PM UK time, 5:30, 6 o'clock, around that sort of time. Yeah, of course, Jazz, you are welcome. Me and myself, if Iran falls, there will be no resistance to defend the Middle East. Iran won't fall, man. Don't be silly. We are talking about some heroes, man. We're talking about some real warriors that will never fall. I have great confidence in that. Their supreme leader is not here, and they are fighting as if he was here, you know. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Summer. Thank you, Jazz. See you guys all tomorrow. Thank you all so much for tuning into the stream. Appreciate you all. Peace.
Today, we are super fucking happy about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to like and empty the space. Let's bring some more people in here to enjoy the celebration.
Yes.
The farewell party to the Savior.
Say goodbye, a farewell for this motherfucker that put the fucking video of the fucking hostage. So this is a fucking farewell for me, okay?
Because he shouldn't exist from the get-go. He should have been executed by the Mossad long time ago, and I've been asking for this for a long time. And I was talking to my commander, I'm telling you, listen to me, he needs to go.
I think that you need to gather all the Zions, eliminate them.
He deserves to be genocide, fucking criminal. And they pissed the hell out of me. This fucking Hamas and giving them a voice after October 7, and us Jews and Israelis can live peacefully. I hate him.
Great.
I hate him.